but I'm going to be in such a relaxed state that you're bound to love it. Okay, sometimes that happens when you go away from it and come back and play it. So, um, okay, so still trying to figure out the configuration. So please be patient with me. You know, I might just say if you saw it, as I was setting up, there we are. This works except for my hand. I don't. Well, I mean, if you're seeing me, you might likely see my hand. Now, I'm not sure. Also, if I should keep the AC running, but I think for my comfort, I will, and hopefully, you'll be able to hear me. What would be really great is if somebody tunes in as I'm kind of getting started and is willing to tell me if they hear me. I could also do a sound check. I wasn't thinking about the AC at the time, and it doesn't take much to do this. But unfortunately, my app that I'm using is being a bit wonky. So I might just actually have to swap the devices, which might be better because, yeah. Okay, it looks like it's going to, no. Okay, let's see if it works on here. And I'll do the sound check on there. Don't know until I'm rolling sometimes. I'm struggling a little bit with technology, so as far as having like mics and this and that. I'm looking for drive. Are you looking for drive in your life? But this is a good ambiance, I think so. Unfortunately, the sun's going down outside and it's not very bright in here, so it's kind of dark as I'm trying to wake myself up, but I'll have coffee with dinner and I will be good. Homemade track. That's pretty close. More like 19 minutes instead of 10. Which might be just enough for this. I almost thought, I thought this guy might keep his post up and then think, okay, I got a lot of good suggestions. I made note of some of them. It might not keep it up. So, and then it almost looked like it wasn't going to load. Like it came back to the feed, it was there, and then I clicked out, and then it was slow to load. But we're here now, so I don't really need this connected to anything. Oh, I was going to do a sound check as well. I would have the light on in the room, but I want the ambiance. And you might also. It helps you kind of, like it's not too dark, it's not too bright. It's just right where it's Goldilocks when you need it. So I invite you to take a moment to settle in. Nobody's here right now, but for those after the fact that sense that this seems like a meditation, which once I get started, it may or may not. It seems like one because it is one. Just kidding. No, it. Again, that's open to your interpretation. If you feel like it is one, then it is one. And if you feel like it is just me saying helpful words, and them resonating with you, then that's what it is. I would like to wear something kind of light and cooling, and if I'm remembering correctly, I think this would make perfect sense. You know what? I may not be at you nowhere, but I can wear something that puts me in that mode. I may not have that, but like where's something that makes me think of it, and hopefully instills a new connection to this connection of success that that this has been helpful to people. And yeah, I'll be right back. I plug this in a non-distracting setting, and things are good in the hood. Even if you can only feel that in your life at this moment. Okay, this only took me 6 minutes, not too shabby. I want to get through it though, because I do have to cook dinner. There's just two of us here tonight, and so it's not, and the other person really enjoying being outside right now, so it's not a huge rush, but I'm kind of hungry. I want to get on with things. That chair has a shirt. Friends, but people on the YouTube. I alter this to say that if you suffer from mental health struggles, or you just feel that you're struggling right now, as some videos are commonly titled lately, but this one wasn't titled this way. This was meant to find you, as it's found you at this moment. You were created for a reason. I really might have to turn the light on. Oh, it's okay. It's really making me drowsy. Alrighty, yeah. It's a little bit hard to read in this lighting, but just getting older by the moment. Like we all. You were created for a reason. All of your shortcomings, doubts. Others can do what you can do, but no one can do what you can do with your energy, or the same exact way. That's what makes you so unique. In all of creation, there has never. You're in that place where you've tried to stay in control of everything and you're realizing it's impossible. Yet it feels like there is no one you can share your burden with. Please know you have God in your life. You do have people who care. And if you feel you have neither, you have me in this channel. There's a whole host of angels strong to carry you through the thick and the thin. You don't have to join any man-made religion, any church, or any denomination. He just wants just a personal, intimate relationship with yourself, and for you to trust. Talk to people, like on here. Where you're taking a chance, trust yourself. I'm not talking about a doctor or a therapist, a family member, a friend, a colleague, or a perfect stranger. And tell them the truth. Say, perhaps me. Tell them taking any blame, shame, or guilt. Talk about how you're feeling in this moment. See it in this moment. I can't do this alone anymore. It's all too much. You may or may not want anyone to fix or save you, but you want to learn to take the steps that you're capable of. Little steps to try a new way because your efforts maybe are failing you. Maybe other people are. Sometimes voices in your head may tell you no one cares. Don't fall into listening to those voices in your head. They aren't your friend. Their job is to keep you in conflict with yourself, the world around you, and perhaps with God if you believe. We'll talk about that respectfully in other videos, and why I believe, and to the levels I believe. Know that sometimes medication is not the solution. It might not heal. They aren't intended to. They numb, they distract. They are meant to give you some relief, even if only for a few hours. Talk therapy, a place where you can go to vent or be validated. But there may not be permanent healing in those actions. To heal, you must heal the hole in your soul that's eating away at you. I just had some nuts in my stomach. Jeez. You need to mend your broken spirit or heart. And talking helps. You can heal if you come at this from a completely different direction. Our feelings and emotions are not meant to affect our mental health. It can certainly seem that way. Sometimes they're there to teach us something. But they're meant to be our superpowers. Our feelings and our emotions are our first line of defense in the face of danger, real or imaginary. Our feelings are our God-given gifts, our gifts to us to be trusted. When our instincts are triggered, we are meant to choose one of the four responses: flight, fight, freeze, acceptance. When we ignore our emotions or medicate our feelings, we may become our own worst enemy. When your instincts are activated and you feel anxious, angry, sad, panicky, what is your body screaming at you to do? Don't worry too much about the outcome. Don't hurt yourself or others. But take some time. Take some form of action. Don't feel the need to explain yourself. To thine own self be true. Flight. Run away. Leave your house, your classroom, building that you work in, college, a relationship, conversation, or the country, even if it's just for a day or two. Like, ask for help. Seek a solution. Stand up for yourself. Ask someone to stay with you and hold your hand until danger passes. Call teachers, parents, learn the yes and no activate sentences. Learn about codependency. Pray. Walk away. Someone was there for a few minutes, a couple minutes ago for a few seconds. Purposely. Freeze. I've never heard any of these kind of said quite like these. Dissociate. Down mentally, emotionally, and physically, even for a little while. Isolate, withdraw, play dead. Sleep. Have a nap. Curl up silently. Cry. Meditate silently. If you need to. Do any of those. Acceptance, and this is a big one. So many people are missing this in their lives. Whether you want to accept that there's a God, a universe with people in it who care for you, for each of us. Give them chances. Live rather than life on life terms. Learn to pray for the miracles promised for all of us. Ask Him to cast out your demons, quiet the voices in your head, and if even only for a few minutes at a time, slay your dragons. The mistake we make is asking, getting the approval. The truth is, no one outside of you fully knows you. They don't know the real you, your truth, and what you're going through. Most likely, or at least not fully, perhaps. In the days of the Vikings, villagers knew their roles, and it's each person did what they could do, the village would survive. For those who couldn't, those who would run and hide, the old, the infirm, the young, hid around the village. When it had passed, those who were left came back and continued their lives. In many cases, all those who took up arms died, and it was the ones that ran away or played dead, they saved the village. Moment, I thought. Don't think running away or hiding or deserting or mental illnesses are cowardly. Sometimes they're a healthy coping skill. be true to you. If you try to shut down your emotions or medicate your feelings too much, the truth is, you are your own worst enemy. You are doing this to you. At this point, if you've been taking medication or medicine for a long time, it would be hard for you to withdraw your dependence. So do it carefully. If your medication is working for you, there's minimal side effects. I'm not telling you to stop. With the right life coach to help you through this, you can find your way back. In this life, you only have one life to live and create. You were created for a reason, for a purpose. You have meaning to your life. And it's not just to endure it as a broken person with a hole in your soul. It's not too late. Okay, even with a bit of a slow start, that didn't take very long, and I feel like I was going at a good pace. I'm just going to turn on, or what am I going to do? Open this for light? I don't know if it'll bring much light, but yeah, so yeah. And now I can read the rest of the comments on this post. We're doing other things. Yeah, that really wasn't that long. Not very long to get people flooding in, but I was able to at least. Not that I don't want to say that I don't want people to ever think that their comments, if they're kind, curious, respectful, and on topic as best as possible, are a distraction to me. I have ADHD as it is. And see how quick and easy that was. And I want to keep it short and easy. But I mean, I like the way I titled and everything, so I probably won't say that it was a meditation again, because I realize that some people that won't attract them to this. They'll think, "Oh, I can't do that," and I used to think that too. But I do know that what do you call it? That guided meditations can be helpful. And you got to find the ones that work best for you. I would say that too. So, yeah, hopefully this did. Like I say, it was a comment that somebody had posted to somebody. There was some irony in the kind of unique name that, and if you know it, remember I'm not saying it, that had posted it. And it was in response. If I'm not going to be super specific, I'm certainly not going to say the name, which I do fully remember. Actually, the last name was kind of different. But anyway, and that's not me trying to be mean or whatever. Basically, this guy had moved to a different place and sounded like his fiance was quite busy with various things, and he was home alone a lot and such and such. And that was the very top response, actually, that this guy got. And when I looked at it, I didn't realize how long it was going to be to read. But when I looked at it, and he liked it too, which was good, because it did take a bit of a religious spin, which may not work for everybody. But I hope that you can see that it doesn't necessarily have to be looked at that way. And yeah, so basically, and I just thought, you know what, this is really neatly said, really said with a lot of care, really coming from a unique and genuine place, with a mix of things that the person has learned in groups, through religion, perhaps, and very person based. You know, I really liked it, so I thought I've got to come here and do it on here. So I've done so. Um, we have a long weekend here where I live, so we might do some music, hopefully. This isn't too, it doesn't have a lot in it, but yeah. And yeah, so if you have any song requests, feel free to put them in the comments. And what I put there was also in the description too. Yeah, put them in the comments, and we'll see what we can do this weekend. Because we can look up the songs, and if we're familiar with them enough or we learn them, that'd be great. Me and G want to do more music with each other. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna wrap this up now and say thanks for listening and being here with us to do this. It's unfortunate that it didn't reach really anybody during. One or two people, I think, came briefly in. Maybe they did sense it was a meditation. I thought, yeah. But then, just maybe two, they might have heard a little something and thought, okay, hopefully they can find their way back here to hear it again. Maybe they'll remember a part of the title or something. And if not, then not meant to be. But if you're here, if you come to this video, I do feel like that's meant to be. And yes, I'd love to hear how it was for you. Okay, take care, friends. Bye for now.